and not even just brand, it's just how people see you in their light in terms of your brand. Gunna and Thug, they both drop projects, bro. They both drop projects. We're here. Gunna dropped last week. Thugger dropped this Friday. They just passed. What are your thoughts on your music? And what do you have you been seeing what people have been saying online about people listening to Gunna's music? There's been some memes that have been funny as hell on there. And then two, I just want to get your thoughts on that. Let's chop it up about what's been going on with that. He said business is business.
Everything that everybody said about Gunna is true.
What you mean?
They said They said Gunna don't need none of y'all niggas. All y'all niggas is trash.
Gunna's project was like that, bro.
Gunna had the best project out of all of them. Like, it
out of all of who?
Out of everybody that came out, everybody that said something about him. Lil Baby, Lil Durkio, whatever his name is, Smurf, whatever y'all want to call him, Smurf. I'm gonna use my gilly face, Smurf.
Yo, you out.
Who else? And Thug. And, like, granted, you can give Thug the benefit of the doubt because he's in jail, but you also had Metro Boomin behind you. Right, you had Metro Boomin's team. So it's like, my thing is, like, you bought a lot of Metro. I'm pretty sure that you probably bought a lot of Metro beats, or you probably had stuff and skeletons lined up and you put it together. Granted, Metro did the best that he could. And, you know, obviously you had to get Drake on the intro and get people to do what they needed to do.
He had a couple Drake records on there.
Yeah. But it was just like, it didn't do what it was supposed to do.
But the project just dropped, though.
What you mean?
Like, you gotta let it, like, grown people.
Name the 3 tracks that you like right now without the Drake tracks.
Uncle M, one is one of them.
Okay.
The one with I don't know the track's name, but with 21 Savage and Travis Scott.
Yeah, okay. that joint's tough.
Like I said, I haven't listened to it fully yet. That's what I'm saying.
Name 3 Gunna tracks right now that you like. You can name 3 of them.
Fair enough. You got
minimum. Fair enough, yeah.
Fuck what you mean. Back to the Moon.
Okay.
And
Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, that joint was hard. That's not in my 3. That's not my 3.
But it's like you can.
I get what you're saying, but like but Thug's project just dropped.
But my
you gotta let it ride for a second.
Even still, when Gunna's dropped and people were listening to even when people were listening to the music, you're like, yo, Back to the Moon's top 5. Like, people were already talking as if
the
like
visuals was tough too for Gunna's project.
Yeah,
too.
like
don't get me wrong. I'm a Wonder fan too, but I'm saying
you rock with Gunna.
But Thug's project just dropped, and when I listened to the records, there's a lot of records on there that, you know, I was like, okay, we was tuned into it.
I know you didn't listen all the way through, though, but, like, when you first listened to Gunna's, though, you was just like, you listened from top to bottom. I'm not going to lie,
I was anticipating it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, if Thug comes home, we're going to be anticipating that project when he speaks.
I think he should have waited a little longer to drop his project, personally.
They were stepping on his second week numbers.
What you mean?
They were stepping on the second week numbers.
Yeah.
Because it's like the second week numbers really kind of tell you how people look at you as the artist and can tell like whether people are looking at you. It's like
facts.
A good example, like this is how you knew with Kendrick Lamar. When Kendrick Lamar left TDE, like you knew that there was kind of beef because it was like first week he did like 300K or something crazy like that. And the next week he did like the shit was like crazy. He dropped from like 300 to like probably like 30, 40, 50K and was like, yo, what's good? But then you knew, that's when you found out him and TDE was beefing. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing.
It wasn't pushing it.
Yeah, they wasn't pushing it. Now it's like Gunna, you look at it, he's dropped 80K first week. No backing, no label, nobody effing with him.
Yeah, so what makes you think,
what makes you think that now, with no backing, no label backing, no marketing, 2 days before
YSL's not backing?
No, he's still part of YSL.
He's still part of YSL, but it's like, think about it, that's Thug's label.
Thanks.
So why would they now go and try to push him when he's out and Thug's still in jail? With the whole allegation.
You talked about stage chaos earlier. What if that's part of like the stage chaos?
It wouldn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Because why? Because my thing is, it's not. Because how I'm looking at it is, it wouldn't make sense.
I agree with that.
It wouldn't make sense for me, even just as a label executive, to say, yo, one of the hottest artists right now under my label is dropping an album. And literally the week after he drops an album, I'm dropping? Nah.
I'm talking about with the anticipation with Gunna stuff. Like, was that not stage chaos?
In terms of him dropping his album?
The way he dropped his project, the single he dropped first, things of that nature, the whole rollout.
Yeah, that obviously
everything that was set in the record.
But I'm saying
like that stage chaos.
Thug dropping his album was not staged. They were literally just trying to step on the second week sales.
No, I know what you mean.
Wasn't he supposed to drop a project before before all this?
Yeah, but that's probably all the stuff that he didn't get to do. But what I'm saying is, You dropped it the week after. You couldn't wait 2 weeks until after.
No, fair enough.
Because I mean, if Thug, like, cause like think about it, right? You can't give me the excuse that Uzi's dropping because Uzi likes Thug.
Right.
He could have made a phone call, yo, push your joint back.
Right.
Drake was supposed to drop an album before he went on tour, but he didn't. He didn't drop. You know what I'm saying? They all did this, and Thug drops a week after, knowing how close he is to Drake, how close he is to Uzi. You get what I'm saying? They did it on purpose, bro. They did it on purpose to step on his second week sales.
But we gotta see we gotta see what the numbers are for second week for Gunna though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You think they're gonna be consistent?
But it's all going back to YSL
I
at
don't
the end
think
of
it's
the
going.
day.
I don't think he's doing more than 25.
You said it's all going back to YSL at the end of the day.
Yeah,
It is.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
I mean, like,
That's what don't make really sense. That's what I'm trying to
that's
figure out why
what
that would happen. If it's all going back.
that's
to his
the gray
pocket.
area. Like, I get what you're saying. That's a valid point, but it's still all going back to YSL.
But it's going back to YSL. But the idea is that if Gunna comes in, because it's not just Thug, it's going to be Thug and probably some execs.
Right.
If Gunna can come in, have strong numbers by himself, they're gonna have to keep him because business is business. The idea is now.
Okay. We get somewhere now.
If you come in, you step on his album sales, and people F with Thug stuff more during his second week sales, then they're gonna have to look and be like, well, people are not really looking at it, people are not really liking it, X, Y, and Z.
So you think that ties into like the cover too when he's looking back?
Yeah.
In the chair, looking back at it? Like
Yeah,
you said,
like,
business is business.
it
Makes sense. Business is business. I gotta just step on your numbers now because you did what you did.
And that's what I'm saying. Is like,
I'm not trying to speak on narratives, but I get your perspective.
You know what I mean?
I get your
like,
perspective.
Yeah, it's like obviously when Thug come out and you can tell Thug not effing with it and people not effing with Gunna. So it's like he's probably gonna try to find a reason to get him dropped.
But I think to be honest, I think you want to call them like this? I'll call them the consumer streets. They rocking with Thug. From what I'm seeing, they rocking with his music heavy. Yeah. And people talking about, oh, he's ratty, did this, and this. It seems like the goalpost is shifted. And I talked about this in a previous pod. The goalpost is shifted, bro.
For
people talking about people like how he said like he ratted and things of that nature.
But yeah, I mean the goalpost was always gonna move because we always like it sounds bad for me to say, but you know how black people are. Like we'll sit here and we'll chastise somebody. The moment we do something that surpasses the shit that we do, we forgive and we forget.
But he didn't come out like 6ix9ine though, bro. Like,
what you mean?
He ain't going like 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine was wild.
6ix9ine was doing ballads. We knew that.
Yeah.
But it's like, but my thing is with Gunna, everybody's like, well, the idea is, because I said it on the pod before, and I still kind of stand on it, but it's like at the same time, it's like he ain't snitch on me, so I don't care. It's like
that's a fact.
It's like when you like the idea.
My
is
business.
Like, yeah, it's like at the end of the day, we know that Gunna. Like, let me not say this, but from my speculation, Gunna knew a lot of what was going on.
Why would he not? He's around everybody.
Yeah, but my thing is Gunna just positions himself in a way that he can't really get caught up. And when he got caught up, it's like he had to sign something for him to get off. And the idea is like people think it's snitching because it's, oh yeah, it said this, that, and the third. But the idea is like, even if it was, they still can't use this directly in court, which they probably will try to do.
They definitely probably try to.
Yeah, but it's like,
I'm a civilian. I don't know, but
yeah.
But according to the streets, that's snitching.
Yeah, people think that it's snitching because he got out. The idea, because when you see your mans get out before the nigga that's really in trouble, it's you snitched. But it's like we're in a situation now in society.
That's not always the case, though.
It's not.
It could be I have nothing on you and you just
you
feel me. But
the idea now is just you just got to understand that it's like that shit don't really matter, bro. Like niggas just got to understand we got families to feed. Like
so what do you think happens with the Gunna and YSL? He said he got.
You got families to feed, bro. Like
you got to do what you got. Business is business, huh?
Yeah, because like this goes back to what I was talking.
Business is business.
Facts. It goes back to my whole thing with Heady One.
Right.
It's like you putting yourself in that position f's up your bag. You know what I'm saying? Like part of the reason I was talking this with my brother, I'm like part of the reason why Heady One is not where he needs to be is because he still moves in the streets. Allegedly, he still moves in the streets. Allegedly, like you can't get in a fight outside of Sony Records with your ops and think that you're gonna find a way to blow up.
Nah, right? It's that's not
Same
good business.
You as Thug, like you can't have a list of that stuff, especially at the times when you are hot, and then think that like that's not gonna catch up with you in some way, shape, or form. And I love Thug.
Can't have one foot in, one foot out.
Yeah, bro. You gotta be if you're gonna be an exec, be an exec.
Right.
Don't sit here and try to claim stuff and sit here and try to fund stuff you don't need to fund, bro. Like you got families to feed. You know what I'm saying? Like you an exec. You cool with the man that runs Toronto. Like you can literally do whatever you want.
Right.
But you still choose to move that way. And that's what I'm saying. Niggas got to think, bro. Use your mata, bro.
You say use your mata.
Like,
I mean, you're right. But we'll see. I mean, like I said, what do you think is going to happen with Gunna, though? Do you think he's going to stay with the label? Do you think it's
they're going to drop him?
When do you think they're going to drop him, though?
Depending on how many albums he got in that deal, he definitely leaving.
Even if that's a bag? Like, they talking about business is big. I don't know if they're just going to drop him like that. What if his number...
keep him.
Nah.
I mean, if I'm Thug, I might keep him on the label.
Gunna might either... If Thug tries to keep him, Gunna gonna leave.
You said Gunna's going to leave?
Gunna gonna leave. You might as well just go to UMG.
You should go to who?
UMG, Universal.
Yeah.
Because he, like, at this point, like, part of the issue, again, with, like, UK rap, US rap is, like, US rap has not had a #1 rap album. You need to start pushing more artists into that stardom.
Mm-hmm.
UMG is known for pushing stars. Let's not pretend like Gunna not a star.
He is a star.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Gunna's a star, so he might as well. If I'm him, there's one or two options. Either I go to Atlantic and make all the bangers I need, or I go to Universal and I work on becoming a global star. There's one or two options.
What do you think is a better fit for him? What do y'all think is a better fit for him?
I think Atlantic will be better suited for him. It just depends. Actually, is he signed to? I'm sitting here talking like I can't look this stuff up because I know Thug signed to Atlantic. Let me see. Gunna.
What about you? What about you, Chase?
Kind of like what Toby said. I feel like UMG will be a good fit for him because he
signed to 300.
Yeah, definitely.
Entertainment, yeah.
It definitely turned him to like more on that solo stardom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he signs to Atlantic or UMG, he's out of here.
You said he's out of here?
Yeah, he's out of here. He's going nuclear.
You say he's going nuclear?
He's going nuclear.
He's going crazy?
For sure.